Hi everyone, this is Mia, and today I want to tell you about the mechanism of manifestation, which is an extremely important concept if you want to make the law of attraction work for you. Now, the idea that we have the power to manifest whatever we want rings true because energetically it makes sense that like energy attracts like energy. But why is it so hard to make it work? Why is it that so many people feel so disappointed and so disillusioned with the law of attraction and just feel that it may work for everyone else, but it's just not working for them? And perhaps you're feeling the same way. Perhaps you've been wondering if the universe doesn't like you, or you've started to think that you're not meditating enough, or that there's that one special key or secret to success that you simply don't possess. Well, actually, it's none of those things. The truth is that there is a reality creation mechanism that most of us misunderstand. But once you understand how it works, you can get down to the business of how to use it. Because the outcomes are consistent, they are fair, they are logical, and they can be broken down in a way that actually makes sense. So, what is the law of attraction in a nutshell? What you focus on grows. That's it. That's the core concept of the law of attraction. So let's start by looking closely at the statement that what you focus on grows. Most people misunderstand this completely. Think about it. No matter how long you stare at a piece of chocolate, it's not going to get any bigger, right? So, what you have to understand is that what it is that grows when you focus on it is not its physical energy, it is its representational frequency that grows. Now, just stay with me and I'll explain that to you. As you focus on something, it causes you to react in a certain way. Sometimes this reaction will be obvious, and sometimes it will be really subtle, perhaps even so subtle that you're not even aware of it. But the reaction is always there. The piece of chocolate that you hold in your hand represents something to you. Okay, so you feel a certain way about it, and it's this representation, this reaction that grows as you continue to focus. So think about it. You may be focusing on a piece of chocolate and feel absolute delight, and maybe you can't wait to eat this yummy, scrumptious chocolate. Or you may be looking at this piece of chocolate and feel nothing but guilt or frustration because you have a belief that if you eat it, you are going to gain weight. So, do you see how the same piece of chocolate will have a different representational energy for different people? Because to one person, it may represent absolute delight, and to another person, it may represent guilt and frustration. And with the law of attraction, it's this representational energy that grows in your life when you focus on something, not the object itself. So you can focus on a $20 bill note for as long as you like, and it's not going to turn into a $100 bill, right? But it all depends on what that $20 bill means to you. If you focus on the money itself, and that gives you a feeling of luxury and delight, then you attract more things that will give you that feeling of luxury and delight, including money. But if that $20 bill represents lack to you and worry about not being able to pay your bills, then you attract more lack and worry into your life, including less money so that you can worry more. Because that is what that bill represents to you. And here's another example. If you talk about an issue that makes you angry, politics, anyone? You're going to get angrier and angrier as you continue to talk about it. And the longer you focus on something, the bigger and more blatant your reaction to it gets. Of course, the same is true when you focus on something that makes you happy. So, as you focus on something in an effort to get more of it, remember that you're not necessarily getting more of what you're focusing on, but rather more stuff that feels the same way. This is why you can cut out a picture of money and stare at it every day only to remain poor, or actually end up with less money. If money makes you feel poor, your focus on it will create more poverty in your life. Or, to put it in another way, if money represents poverty to you, then focusing on money will increase the poverty in your life. If you want to create wealth, focus on something that makes you feel wealthy and abundant and prosperous. Once you understand the concept of representational frequency, you'll know more than 90% of those who are currently attempting to create their reality successfully, and probably more than 99.9% of the general public. So, how does this work in real life? Let's say you want to create more health in your life. What you need to do is focus on something that feels like being healthy to you. And as you keep focusing on that feeling of vibrancy and energy and well-being, you attract more things to you that make you feel healthy from day to day. So opportunities to go walking with a friend, or an invitation to do yoga with someone, or articles about eating nutritious foods. And that is what is also called a progression of manifestation. So let me give you an example. Let's call her Sue. Sue would love to get a new job that's more fun and pays better. So she's applied to every job she can find, but it never seems to work out. She's done all she can to force herself to get out there and network, but nothing has helped. And then she learns about representational frequency and the progression of manifestation. She figures out how she actually feels as she's focused, how she actually wants to feel as she's focusing on this new job, and decides that she wants to feel abundant and free and joyful, and then begins to focus on things that make her feel abundant and free and joyful. So instead of beating herself up on her inability to find a job, she finds ways to feel free and abundant and prosperous and happy, even though she has not yet found a new job. So after just a little while of doing this, Sue notices that not only has her current job got better, she even got a small raise, but a friend tells her about an awesome opportunity for a new job. She applies and immediately gets it. So the inspiration to apply for this position came from a place of fun and joy and abundance. It felt good instead of forced. And because this manifestation resulted from a good feeling progression, it actually does turn out to be everything Sue ever wanted. So once we understand how the mechanism of manifestation actually works, we can use it to make sense of how and why everything that's ever happened to us came about. The progressions will become obvious. And what's even better, you can finally take control of your life and easily and effortlessly manifest whatever you want. So I hope that makes sense to you. I'll see you in group, and I love you. So bye for now. Mwah.